Hi dear students, Santosh here, and today I am going to deliver the lecture on concept of earthing, different types of earthing or groundings and their approximate costing nowadays, along with the various electrification methods to the homes and houses such as open wiring and concealed wiring. So let us start my lecture which deals with the building construction and design and detailings of earthings and electrification. We already covered the part of rain water harvesting in my last lecture, so we are going to continue this lecture with earthing. What is the concept of earthing? Earthing is also known as a grounding, is the process of connecting the non-current carrying parts of electrical equipment or installations such as a metallic enclosures to the earth. This ensures safety by preventing electrical shocks and damage to the equipment during the faults. अर्थिंग थोडक्यात काय आहे की जे तुमचे इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट आहेत किंवा जिथे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी वापरली जाते अशा इक्विपमेंटचे नॉन करंट कॅरिंग पार्ट्स जे असतात ते कनेक्ट केले जातात कशाला कंडक्टरला आणि हे कंडक्टर कुठं असतं तर जमिनीत असतं. हा कन्सेप्ट ऑफ अर्थिंग किंवा ग्राउंडिंग आहे. व्हॉट इज द पर्पज ऑफ अर्थिंग? सेफ्टी फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रिक शॉक्स. इफ देर इज अ फॉल्ट, earthing provides a low resistance path for current to flow directly to the ground, preventing the electric shock. Then equipment protection. Safeguard electrical equipments. Safeguard the electrical equipment from high voltage surges caused by the lighting strikes or faults. म्हणजेच त्या इक्विपमेंटला टी व्ही किंवा फ्रीज किंवा वेगवेगळे इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट त्याला ते कशापासून वाचवतं तर व्होल्टेज फ्लक्च्युएशनपासून किंवा हाय व्होल्टेजपासून वाचवतं. फॉल्ट करंट पाथ हेल्प्स इन मेंटेनिंग द प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग ऑफ प्रोटेक्टिव्ह डिव्हायसेस लाईक फ्युजेस और अ सर्किट ब्रेकर. Then voltage stabilization ensures all electrical systems have common reference point, stabilizing voltage levels in the system. म्हणजेच जे व्होल्टेजमध्ये कमी जास्तपणा येतो तो व्होल्टेजचा कमी जास्तपणा मेंटेन करण्यासाठी सुद्धा अर्थिंगचा उपयोग होतो. देन वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द टाइप्स ऑफ अर्थिंग सिस्टम्स. फर्स्ट इज द प्लेट अर्थिंग. अ मेटल प्लेट, copper or GI, galvanized iron plate, is buried in the ground and connected to the electrical system. Rod earthing. A metal rod or a pipe is driven into the ground to provide an earth connection. Then strip earthing. A metal strip, copper or a steel, is buried in a trench to dissipate the fault current. Earth electrode earthing uses an electrode to establish a direct connection to the ground. म्हणजेच या मेथड्स किंवा सिस्टीम आहेत. प्लेट अर्थिंग आहे, रॉड अर्थिंग आहे, स्ट्रिप अर्थिंग आहे आणि इलेक्ट्रोड किंवा अर्थ इलेक्ट्रोड अर्थिंग. देन कंपोनंट्स ऑफ अ अर्थिंग सिस्टीम. अर्थ इलेक्ट्रोड, मेटल रॉड, प्लेट और अ स्ट्रिप ब्युरिड इन टू द ग्राउंड. म्हणजेच जो मेटल प्लेट आहे किंवा जी स्ट्रिप आहे किंवा जो रॉड आहे त्याला अर्थ इलेक्ट्रोड म्हणायचं. अर्थिंग लीड, अ कंडक्टर कनेक्टिंग द सिस्टीम टू द इलेक्ट्रोड. म्हणजेच ह्याला जो कनेक्ट करणार आहे अर्थ इलेक्ट्रोडला कनेक्ट करण्यासाठी जो कंडक्टर वापरला जातो त्याला अर्थिंग लीड असं म्हणतात. अर्थ पीट, अ पीट डक्ट टू प्लेस द अर्थिंग इलेक्ट्रोड. अर्थिंग इलेक्ट्रोड कुठं आपल्याला घालायचं आहे अशा ठिकाणी जे खड्डा खणला जातो त्याला अर्थ पीट असं म्हणतात. अँड अर्थ रेजिस्टन्स शुड बी केप्ट ॲज लो ॲज पॉसिबल बिकॉज टू प्रोव्हाइड द रेजिस्टन्स टू द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फॉर इफेक्टिव्ह अर्थिंग. देन ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ अर्थिंग for domestic electrical systems, for industrial machinery, for communication systems, and for lightning protection systems, earthing is used. Standards for earthing resistance: residential less than 2 ohms, industrial less than 1 ohm, and for telecommunication towers it is less than 0.5 ohm or less. That is the earthing resistance. Then electrification. We are going to discuss the electrification, and lastly we are going to conclude the costing of earthing, and which is very important part as far as budget is concerned. Concealed wiring system. Definition. What is concealed wiring system? The wires are hidden. Wiring is embedded inside the walls, slabs, floors, or ceilings, hidden from view, giving a clean and aesthetic look. What are the features of concealed wiring system? Conduits are laid within the wall chases or embedded in the plaster. Wires run through the PVC or metallic conduits. Enhances safety by protecting wires from physical damage. Suitable for residential, commercial, and office places. Nowadays, wiring used is only concealed wiring. The wires are not seen from outside. What are the advantages? It has aesthetical appeal, no visible wires or conduits, long lasting and safe. Wires are protected against the environmental factors, means wires might be durable and better for a high-end interior or modern designs. What are the disadvantages? Expensive to install, difficult to modify, repair after installation. So maintenance is very difficult for this concealed wiring because we have to open all that false ceiling, roofs or walls etc. for repair purpose, and it may be a costly affair. Application: it is used in homes, offices and spaces requiring aesthetic appeal and safety. ओपन वायरिंग सिस्टीम जुन्या काळात ही चाळीत किंवा प्रत्येक घरात असायची. डेफिनेशन: वायरिंग इज माउंटेड ऑन द वॉल्स और सीलिंग विजिबल along their path or along with their path. Features: wires are secured on insulators, wooden batten or surface mounted conduits. Offer easy access for maintenance and modification. The disadvantage of concealed wiring covered in advantage of open wiring system. Disadvantages: less aesthetical appeal, wires are more prone to the damage and environmental exposure, means wires are less durable. Application: used in industrial setups, temporary installations and rural areas, and in chawl or other low cost housing systems. Requirement for a wiring system: safety, proper earthing or a grounding for all electrical circuits. It use of high quality wires to prevent the fire hazards. म्हणजेच वायर चांगल्या वापरल्या पाहिजेत आणि अर्थिंग पाहिजे. ड्युरेबिलिटी: wire must be resistant to the environmental factors like a moisture or a heat, and use of standard complete conduits and fixtures. Capacity: wires should be selected based on the current carrying capacity of the load or of that building. Accessibility: ensure adequate access points for maintenance in concealed system. That is very important, accessibility. Then here some symbols used for different types of electrical equipment. For power plug we can use this type of symbol. Then for light plug we can use, this is open one, this is used for light plug. Similarly for telephone, for ceiling fan, three-bladed fan is shown. For tube light is shown. For wall bracket light, it is shown with the bracket. The bell push, it is shown like this. Then lawn light, it is shown like this. One must know what is the sign for the track light. This might be like this. Data patch panel, it is like this. Then UPS, it is like this, and it is written as a UPS. One must go through all these symbols to prepare the electrical drawing and to read the electrical drawing very effectively. All these symbols are important. It is floor finish level, at first floor level, at this level, at this level. कुठल्या लेवलला कुठले इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट्स असावेत, 1 फुटावर कुठले असावेत, 4 फुटावर कुठले असावेत, 7 फुटावर कुठले असावेत, 8.5 फुटावर कुठले असावेत आणि 10 फुटावर कुठली असावीत, ही इक्विपमेंट्स इथं दाखवलेली आहेत, इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विपमेंट. तर ही डायग्रामसुद्धा तुम्ही नीट बघावी आणि या डायग्रामचा स्टडी करावा. देन वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस द इलेक्ट्रिकल प्लॅन like similar to the building plan, and this is one example of a electrical plan. Electrical plan, this is the ceiling fan shown, this is also ceiling fan, these are the electrical appliances, these are the lights as shown in the figure. Then this is the position of concealed wiring, it is shown at the slab level. So one must go through this electrical plan also and read this electrical plan with electrical engineer also. Now we are going to discuss the costing of earthing for home in this year means 2025. The cost of earthing or grounding of a home can vary based on several factors such as type of earthing system used, soil resistivity in your area, depth of the earth pit, then material quality, copper or a GI rod, then labor and local material costs. Here is a breakdown of typical earthing cost for a residential home. Types of earthing and cost estimates in India. Types of earthing description estimated cost. If GI piping or GI pipe is used for earthings, then the cost of GI pipe is around 3000 to 6000 rupees. Copper plate earthing, then copper plate earthing cost is around 10,000 to 20,000 rupees. Chemical earthing, it is very durable and long lasting one. It is maintenance free and long lasting and costing is around 7,000 to 15,000. Then rod earthing or electrode earthing, metal rods driven into the ground and costing is around 3,000 to 10,000. Components and their typical cost. Atom range GI pipe, the costing for 2.5 अडीच फुटी डायमीटरच्या पाईपचा आणि 3 मीटर लांबीचा कॉस्टिंग असतं 800 टू 1500 रुपीज. कॉपर प्लेटचं कॉस्टिंग इथं दिलेलं आहे, सगळ्यांची कॉस्टिंग दिलेली आहे. थोडक्यात व्हॉट इज द टोटल कॉस्टिंग for a typical home? For GI pipe earthing it is around 4,000 to 6,000 for a single point. Copper plate earthing for a single point is 12,000 to 20,000. Chemical earthing is around 8,000 to 15,000 per pit. And full home earthing setup. Full home earthing setup म्हणजे काय? Because for one particular home there might be a 2 or 3 points. So we may use 3 pits for one home and the costing for 2 to 3 pits along with the wiring is around 15,000 to 50,000. So one must know for small home 1 to 2 points needed. For larger homes or those with the inverter or a generators 2 to 3 points are required. But I suggest you should provide at least 2 points for a bungalow or a home. Other cost factors are the soil conditions, distance to panel, means wiring cost, local labor rates, it may be variant standards, you may use the IS standards all. So what are the tips for earthing? Go for chemical earthing for long-term stability, low maintenance. Then ensure resistance less than 5 ohms, preferably less than 1 ohm for sensitive electronics, and use IS certified material for safety and durability. And this is enough in this lecture. So thank you for listening my lectures and till next lecture, bye bye.